What's up guys, Ziggsloth here, and we're taking a first look at Nike or Nike or whatever you want to call her. Apparently she's called Nike now, according to the developers, so we're gonna call her that for the purpose of this video. As first, we're going through the abilities as usual. So what you did not really see here, the same way that you should be able to see it, is that her 2 is a steroid for her other abilities. So we'll do that in just a second. So basically what it does is whenever you use any of her abilities, they get amplified by the 2. And we'll try that. Okay, I think I need quick cast here. We'll try that with the 1. So what it's gonna do is gonna deal 3 hits instead of just 2. It's gonna give her disarm. And it's gonna give you some nice extra penetration on that, so fair bit of a change here. We're gonna talk about this a little more. Okay, go on. Oh, interesting. Let's see if we can get a kill here. As you may have noticed, the 3 has a very long windup. We'll talk about the 3 first, actually. The 3 is a leap, which just catapults you into the sky, basically, and from there you knock up enemies that you hit with it. I'm just gonna switch up to a quick cast on everything, so it's a little better to tell as well what things are. And see here, I got the targeter, so I can just land down here, drop on them, and knock them out. They fly up just like straight up. It's like different from Anhur, where you'd have them flying back a little bit. They're just literally flying up into the sky. So that's for her 3. Her 1 is this kind of whip. It works a little bit like Amaterasu's ultimate, as you have like these 3 swings that you land on the target, and with these 3 swings you're able, or the 2 swings rather, sorry, and with these swings you are able to deal damage, and after the second swing you will also get some penetration against the enemy. The penetration starts at I think 4, or protection reduction, sorry. It goes up to 20, and then there's also a disarm tied to this, which only happens when she has 3 swings, and this only happens when she has her 2. A 2 gives her HP 5 up to 30, starts at 10, and gives her bonus damage on her ability, and it gives you the special effects like that additional swing on the 1, which you see here. Let's see if he dunks down on me. That would be funny. Can use my ultimate. Nope. And the additional effect for the 1 and the 3 is kind of, well, straightforward. The 1 gets that extra swing, and the 3 gets a faster leap, like this. It's just basically she's crashing down immediately instead of having that delay that she had before, which very much works in her favor, obviously. And the ultimate is an AoE that slows enemies around her and gives her a shield. Now, what this shield, what the slow does usually is it's a 30% slow. And the shield is the base value of, let me not get poked out by Thor. Alright, my dude, chill out. The base value, it doesn't actually show the base value, does it? No, 40% of a maximum health, and it is 60% of a maximum health when you have the extra steroid of her 2. Now, what's worth keeping in mind here is that base, like maximum health means that the more health you have, the more this is gonna get you, and that shield is pretty ridiculous, if I may say so. If you put like a point in the 2 here, just to get some more sustain, and now I was to use the ultimate with that slow. See how much damage this is, just like right off the bat. So yeah, fun times with that. Just gonna use my Madden jumper here. Kinda getting the feel for the 3 as well. So you're gonna be ultra tanky with this against certain aggressors, or against all aggressors rather. And you're also gonna have a lot of sustain with the 2. So surviving is really not an issue for her most of the time, I think. I say that as I probably get dunked on here. Nope, he dunked over there. I'll just back real quick and get some items. No, maybe I just stay. Nope, never mind. I'm gonna stay another 2 levels. I should have enough HP 5 with this guard to do that. The range on the 1, as you can see here, is also relatively long. And already have 35 HP 5 at this level just from getting points into my 2. So sustain is really not an issue for her at all. Obviously, I have this go on you in lane, which helps, but still, even without that. And what else could be interesting here? So she has AoE swings in her basic attack chain. That's definitely an interesting part. Because that means she can clear much better, and she maybe able to clear jungle relatively well as well. We'll see about that. I feel like with the sustain she has, that's kind of more suited towards solo, but you know, there's always the option to just consider throwing her into jungle, because she has the clear for it, I think. Between all her abilities, that should not be an issue, really. And we'll test it out. She AA based? Not really. She's not an AA god as like in a traditional sense, but she still does things with her AAs. Oh wow, he can cancel me out of that. I didn't even know. Pretty good, but it makes sense. It's not CC immune, so yeah. So the first swing is already an AoE basic, from what it seems. I'm actually gonna search myself a jungle camp to figure out which ones or how many are. So let's see. We got one AoE swing, two AoE swings, and then a single target. Yep, and that's the attack chain. So 2 AoE swings on a warrior, which I think is pretty solid. You know Bellona, you can do that kind of well. Should have bought a ward here, but other than that, you know, I'll just go for Stone of Gaia here, because I feel like this whole thing with the regen and the extra health could be really fun. I think she kind of has a bit of a frontline character as such, and we're gonna work in that direction, I think. So yes, TP up here. They're pushing here. That's cool. There is no 5-second disarm. The disarm has an individual duration on the one. The disarm is only 2 seconds, so it's not quite that crazy. I think it's still a very strong ability overall, but it can be interrupted, which you know, means there is a decent amount of counterplay to it. Well, Herc's gonna get that Phoenix. Can we get this Phoenix in turn? I feel like with Nika you have to not worry much about dying, which I think is, you know, somewhat convenient. There's a good Ymir ult here. It's just this thing, like, if I was any worried about his damage here, I could just ult preemptively, and I should be fine. See if we can actually do any damage to him though. Does not look like much. Well, I'm building very tanky here, so obviously Ymir is gonna be a bit of a problem in that regard. But we are not winning out on other lanes, and this is gonna be the annoying thing about these kind of bot games, where somehow the bots don't want to push, but the enemy bots feel like pushing. So we'll see if we can push this in here and get some pressure on another lane. And I'll try around a little more with the abilities. I feel like the amped up leap, so the buff I think stays as long as you want to. The amped up leap itself can be kind of nice, but I don't think I see too many use it for it yet. I'm gonna use the one here just to clear it up faster. Well, they have the Kukulkan, who's just gonna clear that, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe just go for a hot tight vein next to get some pressure. Against the squishy it's still decent damage. Let's see how much the ultimate does for us here. Not gonna be enough, I think, to kill either of them, but nearly. So maybe I can clean this up with this. Nope! If I had my steroid I would have. Without the steroid I can't. So I'm not gonna do anything against him here. That's annoying. Oops. See if we can... No. Not enough damage. Just not enough damage with this build. But that's fine. We'll get there eventually, right? And what we're gonna have is a lot of sustain. There's actually no movement penalty removal from what I can tell. Something worth keeping in mind. I'll bait Shirk around a little bit, so he does not go for the mid tower wave. Instead follow me a little bit. I don't think I can trade him at this point. Not with the build that I'm going for. I'm tanky and I'm healing up and stuff like that, but I don't think I can actually do much against him, which is, you know, something of a feel for now. Maybe that changes. Maybe I figure out. Maybe she... Maybe there's gonna be a damage build or something that that really allows you to do that, but at this point, Jesus Christ, Cuckoo can't let go of me. This point I don't know yet.
We haven't lost yet.
Just check. What's with these bots chasing me? Alright, I might just cut it off here because we're just gonna go like back and forth until the bots actually finishes.
Seek out
Let's see something about the apparently attack chain. Okay, that's interesting. The attack chain actually makes her weak. That explains a lot. So, this is strange. She's getting 0.5 damage twice because it's AoE. And then she's getting the normal 1.5 damage for 1.5 swing time. But she's getting half the damage twice because it's an AoE swing. So, in a direct 1v1 trade, it's gonna make her weak in terms of basic attacks. So, AA builds are definitely a no-go. Because of that. Just purely because of that. Let's see what we can do with this buddy. Because, see, that's why that one swing deals so much more damage as well. I feel like you can very often go for this combo, by the way. I also think she's not gonna die much, but I'm not sure with how much damage I feel like she has at the moment. I'm not sure if her utility is gonna make up for it. Her passive, which we have at full at the moment, is somewhat like is kind of strong, but wait, why is it even at full? That doesn't even make sense. What the hell? How is the passive at full when we're not leaving level 20? Oh, maybe that third part is just the inside and it's not actually full. Oh well, I tried to get the minions there, that didn't work. Yeah, we're definitely gonna end this game before we get to the end of it because it's just gonna take forever. I'm just gonna surrender this, I think. Yeah, that's it for her so far. For Nike. We'll look into her a little further in some PTS customs. I am not so sure yet, but that's because I usually like damagey characters and she's something of a utility character, but she doesn't have that much utility. I really need to figure out how to feel about that. Maybe more of a zoning god really or something like that. We'll see. With that, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching. I'll drop the surrender here so you can see the lost screen. Which will take a while, apparently. So this is taking a bit. She's not gonna die though. That's the interesting thing. She's like gonna stay in lane and not die. So maybe that's a plus. Interesting place overall. Right. That's the defeat screen for you. Thank you guys for watching. Duke Sloth out. Why the hell does she have a tennis racket?